Hey guys, my name's Kate Mitchell. I chose debate 2 side A, which is that the US and world community should intervene militarily to protect human rights in Myanmar. I chose this issue because it is interesting to me how there's so much contention on the subject, especially when it comes to, is this genocide or is this ethnic cleansing? Obviously, with the Geneva Convention, the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide, the U.S., along with other countries and world powers, signed and agreed to international cooperation in the case of genocide. Genocide is defined as the deliberate killing of a number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group with the aim of destroying that nation or group. Ethnic cleansing, on the other hand, is defined as the mass expulsion or killing of members of an unwanted ethnic or religious group in a society. The issue lies in the fact that we have no way to currently prove that the intent of the Myanmar military is to get rid of the Rohingya Muslims. There's no way for us to do that. There are so many protective barriers around the country. There are so many protective barriers around the military. Suu Kyi refuses journalists, media, anyone to do research to figure out what's going on. It's completely protected. So unfortunately, in this situation, we need to deduce from the evidence that we have in front of us the accounts of the people that are fleeing, the human rights groups that are doing research using satellite images and things like that. We have to deduce what is happening. And it's clear that this is a case of genocide. Over 700,000 people have fled. Over 10,000 people have died. It's continuing. It's not getting any better. And refugees don't have anywhere to go. Other neighboring places won't take them. There's no room. There are refugee camps that are subpar and can't fit the 700,000 people that are fleeing for their lives. Now, when it comes to military intervention, I think that at this point it's necessary for the military to intervene because we have imposed sanctions. We've taken away sanctions. We've imposed more sanctions, and they have not made a difference. They haven't made an impact. If anything, they've further damaged the economy, which is already completely damaged by the widespread killing. So the next logical step is for military intervention because the military in Myanmar is unable and unwilling to protect the lives of the Muslims in that country. The human rights violations and crimes against humanity far outweigh any hopes of a democracy forming at this point. It clearly would be ideal for, this military-ruled dictatorship to naturally transition into a democracy. However, it's simply spiraled out of control into this massive killing and genocide that there's no end in sight. So any hopes for a democracy to form at this point need to be put on hold in order to protect those lives, those human rights, those people that are being persecuted in Myanmar currently. Even if this is a case of ethnic cleansing, the responsibility to protect doctrine states that if a state is unable to protect its populations from genocide, war crimes, ethnic cleansing, or crimes against humanity, then the international community must do something. Everyone admits that there are crimes against humanity occurring, except for Myanmar, except for Suu Kyi. Everyone admits that there are human rights violations, that people are getting killed, that people are getting displaced, that something is happening that is irreparable and needs to be stopped. It's at the point where we need to call it what it is, which is genocide, and we need to allow our military to intervene in order to protect those lives. No democracy can be formed in this situation. No good can come out of a genocide, as we have seen in the past. And we don't want to be put in the same situation as we were in Rwanda, with someone going back to the country and apologizing because we didn't call it what it was at the time and give the aid that we needed to give. As the United States, we're a superpower internationally. We're expected to lead, and this is a situation where we need to lead, and we need to protect the human lives that are at risk in Myanmar.